Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Thursday to you. Today, I have a gorgeous card for you that was inspired by my friend Berdien Weideveld. And Berdien is Dutch, and so she does her work in centimeters, and she doesn't do video tutorials. So sometimes I take her cards and bring them to an English-speaking audience. And Berdine's a good friend of mine, and that's not an issue. But sometimes she just, well, not sometimes, she often does work that's just so beautiful, I don't need to change a thing. So I'm hoping that you enjoy this. Now, she has combined the decorative tree set. Now, we're not using the stamp set, but we are using the dies. Now, look how nice they are. They're very, like, that's why it's called decorative trees. And what I like about this is that it's really unusual. We haven't had anything like this, and this is the first time I'm using it. So look how many there are, and then there's this outline. So you can do a plain tree, or you can layer them with the decorative trees, or you can do them on their own. So like here is a plain tree, and there's the decorative one. Is that, I think that's right side up. And then, oh, here, this one has adhesive backing on it. So that can go right on there, but I'm going to wait and do that for another video. I meant to put that on my whatchamacallit, the silicone mat, the craft sheet, but I don't know where it is. So I'm just going to lay it here. And then there's this one, the little polka dotty one, striped one, and then this is actually my favorite. This one has the snowflakes. Look how nice that is. It's gorgeous. And then you can also do the tree like this with that cutout in there. Or you can use that. So this is the cutout that comes out of that. And you can lay that on the tree. So there's two ways of doing that tree, either with the cutout on or with the cutout out. So now I forget which trees I need for my card. Oh no, I've got them laid aside already. Okay, excellent. This will get put aside, and I'll tuck them into the kit, and that's for next time. Okay, so that's the one stamp set that we're using. Then we're using Reindeer Fun, just for the Merry Christmas. And the big star of the show is Yuletide Village. So I went ahead and I stamped them all and cut them out, and we're using this house twice. So I already colored the red house, and I did it once in real red and once in light pool party and light crumb cake. And then we're going to do the church. And oh, actually, this is two houses in a row, like in a row house. So that's really cool too. So this one, we're going to color half of it. Now this is Berdine. She's just so clever. Half of it is going to be in red and the other half in crumb cake. And then the church is going to be in pool party, but in dark. So, and I do have one little tip for you. When you're going in little narrow areas, just use a little dot, dot, dot. And that way you won't get stressed out about going over the lines. So I'm not going to color everything on the video because I think you might find that tedious to watch me coloring the whole time. So just a light touch. And you could, if you want to, you can color with the dark and the light, but I'm just doing one or the other. It's not that I'm not a fan of blending, but here it's just not necessary. Not today. Not for me, anyway. You can do whatever you want. And then you can add Wink of Stella to the snow on the roof and on the ground. Or I still had a little bottle of sparkle glue left over from the paper pumpkin from last year. That's also really nice. So the church is pool party, or you could do Lost Lagoon if you wanted to, the light Lost Lagoon. That would look really nice as well. And then I'm going to use crumb cake, light crumb cake for the main part here. And then I'm going to use the dark for the door and for part of the steeple. But then when we layer these all on, and then she used the winter meadow paper as a background, which is so pretty. I had forgotten that it was still available because it's a carryover from last year, so it's just in the online exclusives. there. And then we're going to do light here and light on the spire. I do love this set. I think it's so nice. And it's not just for Christmas, which is cool too. There. And then the door or the steps. Maybe the door I'll keep. Maybe I'll do both on the door. Just do a little bit of blending. Oh, no, no. The door is going to be light. And you know, if you go another layer over top, you might make it a bit darker. I don't know. Keep it layering on color. Yeah, see now the door looks darker than the wall because the wall I just went on once. And the door I went on twice. So, and then we're going to go, the roof is also going to be darker. And honestly, I'm just copying what Berdien did. So the roof is darker. Oh, and you know what? This is really unusual. So here the snow has slidden down off the top of the roof, which is really interesting. So you can interpret that any way you like. And then here, oh, I went off a little bit. That's good. And then we want to do the little, there. And then the tree is going to be done in old olive. And then just go a little bit on the lines with the dark. And then we'll go light around it. So it is, you don't have to press hard. There. And then we could do the wreath in the same color, but I think I'm going to use a light granny apple green. And what I did was I just did little dots instead of coloring. And I'm not sure if that's too bright now or not, but I'm going to leave it like that. And then the same thing with the bow. It's so tiny. So just use the fine tip and then little dots. And then you won't overdo it. Okay, so that is our church. And then for the house here, this side is going to be red. And red is kind of freaky because you don't want to go outside the lines. So I like to do the hard parts first. So go in between. This one's not quite as hard as the other one was. This one was hard. So don't do it after a glass of wine. And do it in good light. I used to do this as a kid too. You color around, you make lines around the hard parts, and then you fill it in. And along this edge, I'm just doing little dot, dot, dot. It's easier than trying to keep a straight line. I'm doing that around the window as well. Just little dot, dot, dots. I'm getting watery eyes. I do have a bit of a cold. Finally caught up with me. Gerard's had a cold for 3 weeks. And yesterday I woke up and I thought, oh, I have a scratchy throat. I'm getting this. And I did. So it works out really well that I don't have a class on Saturday. I was supposed to have a class on Saturday, but then I got a whole group of ladies that want to come on Tuesday instead. And I thought, you know what? For some reason, I stopped promoting the class on Saturday, and now I'm really glad I did. I just create all by my little self. Okay, so that's nice. And then the little things under the windows, dark crumb cake. The door is white, and then the base underneath the door is light crumb cake. This is just completely Berdien's idea. And then light in here. You could make that darker if you wanted to. And then this one has dark along here. You know what? I'm just going to check for a second. Yeah, okay, we're good. It has dark along here and here. So I guess I told you I wasn't going to do a lot of coloring with you, but it's nice to see it and to know. Dark along the windows. And today it was sunny this morning in the Netherlands, and I thought, oh, it's going to be a nice day. It never lasts all day. It's kind of gray. Now it's sun again. It's just strange. Okay, so now I'm going to take my light crumb cake and it's been a while since we've had this much snow, where it's all over the roofs. That does make me happy. It reminds me of being a kid. Okay, and now at the bottom, we're going to do that as well. And then we're going to build it into a village, a streetscape. How adorable is that? And now I almost forgot about the chimneys. Light on the bottom, and then dark crumb cake on the top. So, and I forgot to do the red house. It also has light on the bottom. And then, oh, I don't know. White door. Yeah. We're going to do a little bit of dark. Just to give it a little change. Oh, I went up a little bit. Get the color lifter, I guess. I'm just going to leave it. And a little bit on the top here. There we go. Okay, we've done all the coloring, so this is great. All right. Oh, good, good, good. Okay, let's get our pieces. Here we go. So we're using the druzy elements later on, and we're using the peppermint embellishments. I'll put those out of the way. Then we're using these three. Oh, I already stamped the Merry Christmas in basic black. Memento. So those are the trees. And then I stamped and cut out 2 little trees. Okay. Just making sure I have everything. Then, so now we've got the winter meadow paper, which is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. We're going to put that on the white layer, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then we're going to put it on the standard card base, which is 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. My card will look a little skinnier because I'm doing it in European cardstock. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way. See, this is that winter meadow paper. It's just lovely. So then after we have this on, then we're going to put our trees on. See, so there's just 1/8 of an inch or 2 or 3 millimeters all the way around. And now I have to find my silicone mat, because when you can either use an adhesive sheet behind here so that you have stickers, or you have to use a silicone mat. So we're going to do that. So we're going to lay the trees across, then we're going to put the houses in front and add our embellishments. So I think this tree is too long. So what we're going to do is take it, and I'm going to cut the bottom off. We're not going to see that anyway. It feels really odd to do this, but that's what we're going to do. And you know what I think? I think I did this with I put an adhesive. I could feel it when I cut it. It was thicker, so I was smart, and I cut this out of adhesive back paper. So I'm pretty excited about that. There. I wonder if I did that with this one too. I won't need it then. We're going to find out. No, I don't think so. No, these ones are not. Okay, so that was good to know. So here, I just take, oh, I need some glue. We're going to just make a little glue puddle. And then take a dauber, flatten it out, and then do that. There, now we're going to do this one. So if you don't have adhesive sheets, this works. Okay. Get that out of the way. Do one here and one in the middle. There we go. And now I've kind of lined them all up. You can see them peeking out here. So this one, we want to cover up the bottom of the, look at that. And this one's going to go in behind. So that's our village. Doesn't look so pretty. And then we add our Merry Christmas across. I hate covering up the church, but maybe we could do it on that side. But it looks pretty cool. And now we're going to, and then at the end, we're going to add our druzy embellishments. Okay. So that one's going to stay. These two are going to go on the outside. Okay. Let's do it. And then I'm not sure if we want to pop any up or not. I don't think so. This one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put these two and then I'm going to put, well, it doesn't matter. I should have maybe put this part on the card first. But since it's all pretty flat, it doesn't matter. There. And this one is going to be about here. So, and then this one, and it's just overlapping a little bit, like so. Adhesive. This is like playing with dolls, you know, paper dolls. It's fun. I was talking to someone at a workshop the other day, and she said that her doctor said to lower her blood pressure and even her sugar levels, that she should do something that calms her down and makes her happy. Well, that's card making. So I wonder if we should pop this one up. No, it's going to go flat as well. And it's going to go a little bit like so. Okay. And I thought, you know what? It's true. You know, we're not allowed to make health claims, but if the doctor does it, then I can second the opinion of the doctor. And I think that's pretty awesome. And I can feel it myself, you know. I have a cold, I wasn't feeling great. But once you start doing this, it does take your mind off of things. This is going to kind of cover up the snowman there. That's okay. I'm just looking to see how Berdien did it. Not gonna lie. Look at that. How cute is that? So now we'll put it on the card. Then we'll add our embellishments and the Merry Christmas. See, and I put my ink smudge on the back. And I didn't end up using my little trees, which maybe I'll still pop in. But I should have done that first. How cool is that? And I'm not sure if I like the fact that all my trees are the same height. I don't actually, but it's too late now to tuck one in. Let's see. Do I like a tree in front? It does mimic this tree. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. Maybe that will take the eye off the fact that I've got the three big trees in the background. There. And, yeah. No, we're just going to do the one tree, I think. I want to put one in behind. It does look kind of cute. I should have done that first, and I could have trimmed it off. I wonder, you know what? Let's cut a straight line off. Let's see. It's counterintuitive, I know. Let's lift that up a little bit. Too late. Is it worth doing? You know what? I think it is. So you can just change your mind. Here, put a little bit of adhesive on the back. Of course, now it's not coming out. Oh, there we go. Then it comes out too much, and now I'm going to have a big blob. There. And now we're going to put a little bit in behind here. Oh, that's a bit of a blob too. And then we'll just put a block on it for a minute and think about it. And then we're going to add our Merry Christmas. And the Merry Christmas is going to have a couple of little mini dimensionals in behind it. And I just want to say a huge thanks to Berdien for her inspiration. Berdien's been really sick, and she's finally doing quite a lot better. But oh goodness, don't take your health for granted. We say it all the time, but you know, we can't help but do it. We're grateful, but we don't know how grateful we really need to be, because we forget what it is like to be super sick. And thankfully, you know, let's see, a little bit lower. How cute is that? Okay, so now a few peppermint gems and a few druzy gems. We need our pick-me-up tool, which mine is missing, so I gotta look for it. Okay, we're just gonna add a couple little ones. And a medium one. It just adds a touch of whimsy, doesn't it? And little guy. I don't know if these are still sold out. We need another one. Oh, that one's too big. I want a little one. There. And then a few druzy gems. And I think we'll use the silvery ones. And another one in here. And yeah, maybe we need one more. How cute is that? Well, I hope that you like this. I certainly did. I think it was just a lot of fun to make, and I enjoyed kind of following Berdien's lead. And with the gems, you don't really notice that the three trees are exactly the same height. They're not exactly. The middle one is a little bit lower. But the scene behind that town scene just looks so great. And this paper, people think that you made it yourself, that you did all that background. And I do like the way I tucked the trees in there. It mimics the tree from the church. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being a member of my YouTube channel as a video buff, a creative queen, or a creative business builder. I appreciate you. You're also watching this if you are on my team or if you are a member of my Primetime Facebook group. Thank you. Have a super day and happy stamping, everyone. Bye.